Hey everybody, what's up? We have Josh here. Josh has been crushing it with sports cards lately. Josh, how are you doing today?
Doing good. Morning or good
Where
afternoon.
are you calling from?
I would say Long Beach, California. Yeah.
Long Beach, Cali. Okay, I'm all the way on the other end in New Jersey right now. So I'm actually in my friend's house working from here. That's why there's all that like crazy laundry behind me. But yeah, I'm gonna ask you a couple questions about the program, sports cards, how you're doing
Okay.
it, and just give me your best answers. Sound good?
Sounds good.
All right, sweet. So first question, so two questions actually in one question. When did
Okay.
you join the program and what was your knowledge or what was your like, not knowledge, but like experience with making money with sports cards before joining the program?
Yeah, I would say beginning of May, and I didn't really start buying till getting into it to the mid-May because I did have some leftover sports cards. Just getting that out, so that, I mean, didn't really slow me down. But yeah, mid-May. Before that, knew nothing about sports cards. About 2 months prior, I just had my brother and one of my best friends get me into it. Then I saw your pretty face. Then I had to like, hey, I'm business minded. Let me dive into it. And yeah, I mean, my knowledge in the past 3 months has just exponentially gotten better. I know what to look for now. The coaches, that's what you pay for, and they give you the knowledge. And I'm just like a sponge. I take it in, and I'd say I'm a quick learner. And I think now I'm way better than when I was 3 months ago, but still have a lot to learn.
Gotcha. So it's later so right now, just for everyone watching, it's later in July. So you joined like mid-May. So you've been really starting to go at it for like 2 months, a little bit over 2 months. And then the magical question I'll ask you is, how much profit or money do you think you've made around in that time since joining the program?
Yeah, all in all, I would made about like 5,000, 5,500. Then
Okay.
I have, if all goes well with my next current order, I should probably have about 6 to 7 grand net profit. And I hope to have that in probably, the next month.
Okay, cool. So if all goes according to plan in about, let's say, 3-month time frame, you should be at about 11K profit. So that's like 3-ish to 4 grand a month. And like that's only the beginning. Like this is what I tell people all the time. Like the thing with sports cards is like, it's a skill, right? So you're gonna get better and better at it. So like now that you've seen proof of concept and you know it works, you're gonna go harder at it, number one. And number two, you have more confidence. And number three, you're better at it. So like you're just gonna make, if you made 3K on average your first couple months, now the next couple months it might be 5K, and 6K, then 8K, etc. But yeah, dude, that's cool. So congratulations. That's some first 3 months in business. Like, you essentially started a business here. So like your first 3 months to be that profitable, that's really good. Industry average, just like business average in general, takes 2 years to be profitable. So that's pretty good. Power of coaching, I guess, right?
What was that?
The power of coaching.
Yeah, the power of coaching, and it just gets you there faster from point A to B instead of doing it on your own.
Yeah, exactly. That's the whole point of a coaching program, right? You skip all the mistakes I made and just jump over all them. But so you've been pretty successful so far. So like, which part of the program do you think has helped you the most, specifically?
Shout out to my coach, Coach Joe, and he's been helpful, and all your videos, right? I still reference it when I go back and I want to check something. It's pretty laid out, and you guys are doing great job in terms of trying to make it as predictable as possible. With some business, there's still going to be some losses, but hey, as long as you keep it consistent, keep trucking along, that's the way
Yeah, sports cards is a game of like, wins and losses. It's about winning more than losing. But like, if you do it correctly, the great thing about it is when you win a lot. When you lose, you only lose a little bit. So that's kind of that's the good thing about sports cards. So talk to me like card specific, like which card have you made the most money on? Like what card was it? How'd you find it? Where'd you send it in for grading? Like how much money did you make on it? Give me the rundown.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be the Ja Morant rookies Panini Contenders.
Okay.
I just got I'm waiting. It's literally on the way to me now from one of the guys, Brock. Shout out to Brock. So it's on the way to me now, and yeah, I think I got that card for 1,800. So with grading about like 1925 with grading. And if all goes well, even if I take a little less, should get about maybe 2,500 net, 2 to 2,500 net.
So 2,500 net profit.
Yeah.
So you bought it. So you're into it for like $2,000 and you'll sell it for like
Mhm.
4 to 4,500 ish.
Yeah.
That's pretty solid. That's pretty good.
I'll even take a little less. I'm not greedy.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's a very coveted card. I think it was Optic Contenders, right? The Optic.
Optic. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Yeah. I think
Still learning. You know, I get the optics and the Panini Contenders.
Yeah. It's confusing because they look exactly the same. Just like they just like the Optic Contenders is colored and the regular Contenders is not, but they look very similar. So I used, dude, when I was first got into sports cards, I used to make the most bonehead mistakes. I would buy Contenders thinking it was Optic Contenders and overpay on accident. I used to buy cards that for some reason I just didn't realize it wasn't autographed and paid what it would be worth if it was autographed. Like all those mistakes I made.
Yep.
So it's a good thing your coach will let you know so you don't have to make those mistakes. And last question, or I guess second to last question before I let you go. What actually this is the last question. What advice would you give to somebody that's either A, getting into sports cards, or B, like getting into the program? Like what's your secret to success? Like what has made you so successful? What could you relay to other people?
So for me, I only get better with repetition. So when you make mistakes early on, you just really pay attention when going forth. Okay, this is what to not look for in the card, and you just keep practicing. So me, I have like addiction to go on eBay. I spend more than the average, just an hour a day. I'm actually on there for like 3 or 4 hours a day. I work from home, so it's just constantly, don't what you did before that's bad, don't do it again. Learn from your mistake, right? And just keep looking at cards, It's not gonna pop up in front of you, magically.
Yeah, it was that easy, right? Everybody would do it.
Yeah, and I think that's what I like, because I think 90% of people can't do what we do.
Yeah, no.
They think they can.
No, you're 100% right, and that's a good thing you said. Like sometimes the power of coaching, especially specifically our coaching, is the power of no, right? Because like you learn what not to do, and like a coach telling you no, don't buy this, you're gonna lose money, right? That's essentially that's making you money. By you not losing money, you're making money in a weird way. But it's funny you say that, because about your addiction, it's a good addiction, so keep it up. But I used to, when I was in school, like or when I was in school, like, I used to be on eBay all day, and, would you rather A, be scrolling on eBay and making money, or B, scrolling on Instagram or like Snapchat and like just looking at what other people are doing, right? Compare the two. One's productive, one's not productive. That's always a nice reference I like to make.
I like to piggyback on that because my scrolling on Instagram has gone down like 90%. If I'm scrolling on eBay, it has went up like 90.
Yeah. Imagine imagine if you could take all the time you spend on social media and harness it and put it into something productive, right? That's what you did essentially in terms of like your time management. Like, and right, you've made an extra 11 grand in 3 months. So that's the result of it. It's only gonna get better. But yeah, Josh, I know you're a busy guy. I appreciate you hopping on. And yeah, man, once again, congratulations. Keep killing it.
All right. Thanks. Bye.